This week at Hope at 4, we were in the last half of Mark chapter 4, where Jesus continued what he'd been saying previously about hearing and listening. He says this in verse 23, if anyone has ears to hear, let them hear. He goes on to say, consider carefully what you hear. And then he went with his disciples. He was going to go across the lake. Here's what he said, verse 35. That day, when evening came, Jesus said to his disciples, let us go over to the other side. That's what Jesus said. Let's see if the disciples were listening. Here's what happened. It's an amazing section. Just as he was in the boat, there were also many boats with him, and a furious squall, a storm, came up, and the waves broke over the boat so that it was nearly swamped. Wow. Now Jesus, get this, he was in the stern, he's in the back of the boat, asleep with his head on a cushion. Now the disciples woke him and said to him, Teacher, don't you care if we drown? Remember, these are experienced fishermen, many of them, and they're scared, they're terrified, in fact. Now Jesus got up and he rebuked the wind and the waves. He said to the waves, quiet, be still. Then the wind died down and it was completely calm. And he said to his disciples, why are you so afraid? Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith? And they were terrified and they asked each other, who is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him. You see, actually, they hadn't listened to Jesus. Remember? They shouldn't have been scared because Jesus had said, let's go to the other side. Jesus was in the boat. Of course they were going to get to the other side because Jesus had said so. He said we're going to go to the other side. They had no faith in him. And of course, at the end, they were terrified actually at Jesus, at his amazing power, at the words he spoke. Again, he said, peace, be still. And the wind died down, was completely calm, because he was the one who spoke in the beginning to create the wind and the waves in the first place. They asked, who is this man that the wind and the waves obey him? Well, he's the one who spoke in the beginning and created those things. So he's the one, Jesus, who can calm our storms. He is the one who we must listen to and put our trust in, because everything that Jesus has said, he will follow through on, and we will be safe when we listen to him and follow him.